everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys our family's 2022 sinking funds. I'm going to share with you what our categories are, what we're saving for, how much we're trying to save, and I'm going to be showing you my savings tracker and how we're going to be using this to track all of our savings as well as some spending, because throughout the year we are most likely going to be spending and dipping into our sinking funds. I'm going to show you that. Also, the previous video that I had shows you the process of how I transfer money out from my Wells Fargo checking account into the Capital One 360 account and then into all of the individual savings. So if you want to see the process on how I do that, make sure to watch the previous video. Today is just going to be focused on my savings tracker, what our sinking funds are. So just starting in order over here with vehicles, we do have a goal to save $500 or to always have $500 in our vehicle maintenance fund. That's what it's basically going to be for. And for whenever we have our car registration renewals, we do have 2 vehicles. I know one is due in February, which is coming up, and then one is also due in May. So the plan is to replenish this so that once we use it, we are going to be saving towards it again. So it's kind of hard to say how much we're going to be saving for it monthly each time, because it's going to change, because we are going to dip into this in February to pay for one of our car's vehicle registration. So after that, we do want to get it to that $500 amount, because we do use this for maintenance as well. So we want to make sure we have money in here to pay for our service and then for anything that might come up for any of our cars. So this one is going to vary, but I did just put an amount over here for now, but I just know that if we're going to use it, we do want to get it up to the $500 goal. So that's our vehicle goal, or vehicle maintenance fund goal. And then a specific trip over here is Hawaii. This trip has gotten canceled twice already, so I'm hoping third time is a charm. We plan to go this September, and I was looking at prices recently, and it looks like it's getting expensive. Car rentals was already expensive when we tried to book it last time around. I think it was in September. Hotel prices also went up. We also paid extra on our flights as well. So this goal might be changing and possibly going to be increasing unless I find some kind of deal on a hotel or something. So we're also going to stay fewer nights, and it was even more expensive. So yeah, so this one's going to be we're going to be taking a closer look as we plan for our trip and kind of adjusting as we go. But the goal right now is to save. I did break it down here. Let me change this. So I have a monthly savings contribution, like how much it would look. And I also have a bi-weekly breakdown, since we get paid bi-weekly, how much it would look like if each paycheck, this is what we would be saving towards our goals. So $620 would be the monthly, $295 would be bi-weekly. And then our travel fund is basically for, it's not anything really specific. We did use it recently for a snow trip. And then I also had planned to go to Santa Cruz in November for my birthday, and kind of making that an annual thing, since it's in the Bay and near my family, or my mom and my San Jose family. And we also plan to visit my mom in July. That's kind of been the case every year, it seems like, because that's when her birthday month is. We're mostly going to be using our travel fund for the road trips that we decide to take and stuff to go see my mom and my family, my Bay Area family. And the savings goal is to have $2,500. We don't really need to stay at a hotel or anything. We usually stay at my mom's, unless it's like someone's birthday, like my mom's birthday coming up in July. We might be staying at a hotel. And we have started to rent a car, kind of giving our cars a little bit of a break from all the road trips. It was our first time renting a car this past November, and it was kind of nice. So I think we're going to be saving for that as well, now that we have a little bit of room in our budget. So the monthly contribution for that would be $220, and then bi-weekly it's $104. And I put our savings goal by November because that's when that's my birthday month, and that's when I would like to go see my mom. But since we have the Hawaii trip, we might actually put that on a pause. We might still go and visit her, but we might not, do the Santa Cruz thing and just stay at my mom's and maybe just drive up to San Francisco or something. So yeah, So that's what our travel fund is for, is mainly just the road trips, and mini getaways too. Like we sometimes get invited to places for the weekend. So that's what we're kind of using that for as well. And then Christmas, I did post, I think I posted it. Yeah, I posted on my Instagram how much we've spent over the years on Christmas, and we did go over by $200 Christmas 2021. So this time around, I am increasing our goal to $1,500. And I think that's a lot more doable. I don't know if we'll actually spend the entire $1,500, but we'll see. Things are getting kind of expensive too, so I just want to make sure we plan for that. And luckily, this past December, since my husband made a lot of overtime money, that we were able to get in, like the overages in. So yeah, so Christmas we're saving $1,500, so that's $125 monthly or $62.50 bi-weekly. And I do have that plan to be saved by November, because that's really when we start to spend or to buy our Christmas gifts. Fun and events, we have a goal to save $1,000, and this one's kind of big. We want that saved by May, because my son and my husband's birthday is in May, and then Mother's Day is in May also. So we plan to go to Legoland. And right now we're still unsure if we're going to do the hotel thing or not, but we do want to save $1,000. My husband and I did talk about maybe using both fun and events and travel. So we'll use our travel sinking fund for the hotel, and then the tickets under fun and events, and any of the food or anything we buy under fun and events. So the goal right now is to save $170 monthly or $85 bi-weekly. For my husband, I asked what he was saving towards, because he has money sitting in his savings account, and he's only really ever used it once for a fishing trip, and that's about it. And I have a feeling he's gonna be wanting to buy some tech gear for our Hawaii trip. I don't know yet, but he just says to save whatever he has left over from if he doesn't use up his entire allowance. So I just put $800 on there for now, but most likely he'll just be saving whatever extra money he gets in, or whatever is not used from his allowance. I'll just transfer that over. So for now, it's $15 monthly, and then $7.50 bi-weekly for him. And then I just put to save it by December. And then for myself, I am giving myself a goal of $500, and I did put a couple notes on here of what I want to use that for. So on here I put microblading, because I've been wanting to get my eyebrows done. I don't know, there's so many different techniques, I guess. So I'm still kind of looking into what I want to do, and the prices I've seen so far is between $300 to $600, so I might be saving a little bit more than that. And also, I still use the Passion Planner weekly and daily, so I want to make sure that I save up for that, because it can kind of get expensive, because I only really give myself an allowance bi-weekly between $35 to $50. So I just want to make sure I have money set aside, so I can just take money out from our savings account to fund those towards like August, towards later in the year. And every year also, I also buy the Budget by Paycheck workbook, even though I don't use it consistently anymore like I used to. I love the Budget Mom, and I love the Budget by Paycheck workbook, so I'll always be supporting her that way. So yeah, this allowance is also for if I want to get any new clothes, maybe some books, anything that's basically just for me. So yeah, because I don't buy clothes every single month. So if I do, at least I have a savings account to kind of dip into if I want to go shopping or something. So that's what this is for. And then so monthly, I'll be saving $40, and then bi-weekly $20. And I just put down that I want to save that by December. And then for the kids, I have this one set to be funded by May. It's to pretty much help pay for any sports activities, school activities, clothes. Right now we did sign him up for flag football, and I did not anticipate that at all. We do have money in there to pay for it, but I just didn't know. I didn't think my son would be all into it. So he said he wanted to do it, so I'm like, all right, go ahead. So we are going to be using our sinking fund for that to pay for it. So yeah, so monthly we want to save $65, bi-weekly $32. But since we are going to be using it we are going to be trying our best to save as much as we can to get to that 500, because I don't know what else we might need in the summertime for school and stuff like that, and like clothing and other activities and stuff. So, but for right now it is set to 500. So as for our house down payment, we would like to have $15,000 this year all saved up. We do have money already in our savings account, so it's actually going to be less than that we actually have to save for. We have $43.35 in there right now. We don't plan to buy a house this year. It's just I wanted to put a specific goal on here so that when we get extra money, we make sure to throw it all in there, you know, so that next year if we do plan to buy, we can have a little bit more wiggle room with the down payment and any other costs of buying a home and stuff. So yeah, so $15,000 is the goal for right now. It could change. We'll see. I did forget to mention this row right here, which is our starting balance. So a couple of these sinking funds, of course, carried over. I made sure to put this at the beginning of the year, like how much we actually have starting in our savings accounts. So we do have money in a lot of our sinking funds already. I think I have a note. I have, $480 is in cash that I still need to deposit, which I'm trying to find out where our Capital One ATM is. It says there's one at Target, at my local Target, but I didn't see it anywhere. So I'm gonna look and see how it is actually going to a Capital One ATM and using it and checking our accounts that way too. And then if I ever get a chance to do that, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I need to deposit that $480 into my travel sinking fund because I don't want to have it in cash. I want it in the account. And then the row over here is our current balance. So as this part right here gets updated, so whatever we saved, whatever we spent, it all gets updated up here so that I'm always aware of how much we have in our savings account. And what I also like to do at the end of the month, once I close out our budget and have all of our savings in and have updated, you know, all of our savings over here or whatever that we spent, I like to go into our Capital One 360 account and just check to see and make sure that it's actually matches. I don't know, I think I'm just weird that way, but I just like to see that they're in balance. So that's what I like to do. So yeah, and then it looks like I did update over here from the last video when I did all of my money transfers, all of my money moves. I am going to be saving a little bit. It looks like this paycheck budget, so this will most likely get updated. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for our sinking funds, and then all about my savings tracker. If you guys are interested in getting a savings tracker like mine, I do sell this in my shop. I'll leave the link down below so you can check it out if you guys are interested. I believe this one specifically is $2.50. Yeah, so anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope that this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below what your sinking fund categories are. Good luck with your savings this year. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially for watching till the end, and I will talk to you in my next video. Have a good one, guys.